Hi everyone, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name's Jimmy the Bag. My name's Peter Loshak. This is Loshak in the Bag Show, the afternoon show for Monday, June 25th. Of course, every Monday and Thursday throughout the World Cup, or at least for the first few weeks of the World Cup, we are going to be joined in studio by Team Bankroll, and they are primed and ready to enter the studio at exactly 6:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 Pacific Time, 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Mountain Time. They're going to be here on the dot, Jim.
They are. I'm very excited about having them here. I think they're. Bill Butlicker joining us too.
Very
another
nice.
Great
Very
camera.
nice.
Gave us Lukaku. Lukaku with guaranteed. God, he's hitting everything. Yes, I'm very excited to have them on. I see some value, especially in that Senegal-Colombia game on Thursday. We will hammer all of tomorrow's action and answer any questions you need. And I will be asking a lot of questions myself.
Yeah.
And I have 4 plays I would like to add on this MLB card.
Really?
Yes.
Really? All right, well, let's get to it. Let me just quickly review all the plays that we gave in the morning show. We're going to include the losers, though, which included Spain -1. Yeah. Jim and I both took Spain -1, although I also had the over in that game, so I only lost a half unit overall. And I'm realizing now I should have, and I got a push on the Iran game on the first period, first half under, which is okay. In the morning show, Jim gave only 2 picks in MLB. Tampa Bay, 2 ways, money line, first half and full game. First half -126, full game -120. I gave the Angels second half -160, which is still live now. I'm just hoping I can come away with a push on that one. 2 plays on the Mets game under. Full game 7.5 -115, and second half under 3.5 -145. I also gave Miami second half under 3.5 -130, and that's it for me in terms of MLB. Of course, what we discussed in the morning show, Felix Hernandez doing well. 3 out of his last 4 starts were almost great, borderline great. We discussed whether we want to fade him here or not. I mentioned that I bet Baltimore at +120 on the overnight line. It's now gone even further down since the morning show, and the morning show was about +110. Now it's down to +105. We also, of course, discussed Justin Verlander. Is he worth a fade now? And if he is, Toronto might not be the team that you ever want to be betting on. Although, with Hap, I don't know. Maybe they are worth a play at +212, 215. But we discussed that. -110 Nostra Toto, regular commenter on the show, and Twitter Picks All-Star has been talking about fading Verlander for a while now, right?
About 3 starts, I believe.
All right, Verlander's last 3 starts have been basically fine.
Yeah.
We'll see if that picks up at some point. Other games we have, of course, that we talked about in the morning. Snell, of course, early in his career, the big bugaboo was control. Then he got his control under control, and he became the ace that everyone projected him to be. Last 2 starts, though, a lot of walks, 7 walks in his last start, and this takes expert handicapping to say whether that was just a wildness speed bump by Snell or indicative of things to come with Snell. And then, of course, we have the return of former auto fade list all-star Shelby Miller. When I was doing shows all by myself, Jim, in MLB, I don't remember exactly when it was, but Shelby Miller was Shelby Miller Day.
2016, right?
Shelby Miller Day.
2 years ago?
Yep, abs. Is that what it was? Yeah.
He only had the first few starts last year, and then had Tommy John. He actually didn't look that bad in the first few starts, but 2016, you must have just hammered that.
So a lot of interesting stuff. The return of former auto fade champion Shelby Miller to MLB today. Blake Snell, control issues popping up again. Maybe not. Felix Hernandez, what's up with him? Do we want to fade him? Justin Verlander, should we be fading him at some point in the near future, starting with today or not? I don't know. It's a tricky card. What do you think, Jim?
It's a tricky card. Interesting stuff coming up already. Parlay Poppy loving the Blue Jays first 5 money line. I'm sure that's juicy.
That was a nice overall summary of that card, wasn't it?
Beautifully
I'm a fucking professional.
That was beautifully put.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, people look at my paycheck and they're like, "You're not a professional," but then they look at what I do on camera, like, "You are a professional."
But when you show them 10-0 in CFL,
that's right. When I show them 10-0 in CFL, absolutely. All right, Jim, what are you thinking here?
First off, I know this line's moving against me. But, and I know the wind's blowing in, but it sort of dies off a bit by the end of the game. I am taking the over 8.5 in Yankees, Phillies.
Okay.
Loaiziga versus Velasquez. To be honest, I trust neither of them. If you want a team that can hit a fastball, that's the New York Yankees against Velasquez. Velasquez has got me, man. He's got me in the prison pocket. He's had my number. But I'm not going to allow that to continue, and I'm not going to be afraid to go after him. And I'm going to go after him here. Yankees have lost 3 straight. Their bats are going to come out. Sanchez has not been playing that well. And now it's a grade 1 strain. He's out 3 to 4 weeks. But Phillies are playing well. As I said, that wind sort of dies down near the second half of the game. Loaiziga did not look good in his last start. Only made it through 3 2/3. I don't trust Velasquez. I know one time when I really was fading him, he almost threw a no-hitter. The guy's got my number. And I hopefully had a fucking turnaround this weekend. Last week was god-awful. Thank God for the Crisfield fade, or I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be at a bar, slapping ass for no reason. I am taking the over 8.5 at a plus line. And I'm not afraid to do it.
All right, well, the Pinnacle line is plus 104, so we'll give you that one. I don't know what to say about this game, Jim. Obviously, both these lineups can hit. I agree with you that both these starting pitchers are a little bit questionable right now, but I just don't exactly know what to make of the Yankees here. And again, Velasquez, just as you said, I don't feel like I have a terribly great read on Velasquez either. I'm sure people who look more into pitch effects and stuff like that would have a better read on him. My sense is that I just have no sense on this game at all. My sense, if you gave me a free play on this game, I'd probably take a shot with Philly as a dog, but I'm gonna.
That's what Tomor is saying. He's saying Velasquez is a good form. Yankees haven't seen him. I think he's a quality start here. Phillies are hot. I'm on them. Christopher Carter says, "Damn right, love it." They play in the little kids park tonight, and the wind kind of dies. I keep mentioning that. I should stop. Todd Raymond also on the over 8.5. Teddy B saying, "Loshak, Jim, I Costa, sorry with Spain. I can't believe what I saw from this team." Teddy B, you're a monster. And also, Ken Peacock, you guys are doing so well and giving us such goods. We no need to apologize. It's just about hitting more than we lose. That's all it's about. So we love you guys.
Absolutely.
And keep them coming. Keep all your plays coming.
Not for nothing, but based on the collective analysis that we made, I actually was liking the totals a lot more, because I was like, if people like Spain the way they're saying they're liking, for the reasons they're liking it, then definitely Spain on the team total over at 2 is a good bet, and definitely the over 2.5 is a good bet. And so I actually, in retrospect, like if I was more sharper on the ball with soccer, I would have only taken. I mean, I do that in a lot of sports. If there's a team that a lot of people are thinking is like a favorite that's going to roll, a lot of times I'll agree with their analysis, but I'll think that the better bets is with overs and team total overs. And that's why they used to call me Totals Loshak, by the way.
I know, man, and Toshak. So, but they're saying, and Alex was saying that too when we were talking about that Senegal game. Senegal-Colombia game, he said he's not going to bother with this high here. He's like, the value is both teams to score over 2.5, although I went at him with a different play. Now, we got to keep a brisk pace because we have 20 minutes before Team
not that brisk. We
us.
just have to get to your picks, and that's it. I do want to read some comments here, Jim.
Yes.
We just got to get your comments. No, we won't keep a brisk pace, but there's great comments coming in.
Okay, sure.
Yes, Vitola says, Mets Pirates under 7.5. I know Loshak likes it, so surprised this line didn't go down, but still love it. Yes, I'm a little bit surprised the line didn't go down as well, but, I'm liking it. Vitalis liking the under here. Kobe Valentine says Mets, Ahmed Rosario, Todd Frazier, and Nimmo are doubtful tonight against Pittsburgh.
And I'm happy you brought it up, because I am following through with my plan and taking the Pittsburgh Pirates. I was hesitant just because I wanted more time to sit with it. The longer I sat with it, I think I have an advantage here on the mound. I get, Dom Ricci had a salient point when he said that Lugo got touched at Coors Field because he's a fly ball pitcher.
The fuck does salient mean?
A very smart. A
smart point?
Yeah, basically a smart point, like a sharp, smart.
Got it. Okay.
New York 4-17 in June. Pittsburgh 7-14 in June. I just feel like there's a pitching advantage with Tyon. We know the Mets bats are weak. I'm going to take the Pirates on the full game money line.
Okay.
And please line shop and get me something good.
By the way, first time viewers, I know what salient means. I just like to pretend sometimes that I don't, just for the Yuma aspect. All right. So what do you want here, Jim?
I want Tyon and the Pirates full game.
All right. Full game. Oh, I thought you said first. A full game. You want full game?
Yeah.
Okay, Pirates full game. Best line will be minus 109 at Bookmaker and Petmania. Once again, we are line shopping right now, absolutely for free here at sportsbookreview.com, sbrodds.com, sbrforum.com. I know we got to keep a brisk pace, Jim, but there's always time for birthday shout-outs and always time to plug the products that SBR has, right, Jim?
Absolutely. Stop everything!
Absolutely. I am a professional here. Minus 109 is what you're getting, Jim.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm thinking now about with Nimmo out and all those guys out, man, I'm thinking the Mets team total under might be worth a shot here. Damn.
What is it?
Well, the first 5 innings is 2 minus 146 at Pinnacle, but minus 130 at Heritage, and the full game under for the Mets is 3.5 minus 119 at Pinnacle. Let's see if it might be a little bit better at Heritage.
Zach Kinkel coming in with some great stuff. Mets are 9-3 in Lugo's last 12 home starts. That doesn't make me feel good, but under 8-1-1 in Tyone's last 10 road starts.
Yeah, I'm liking the under. I'm already on it 2 ways. I'm thinking about man, maybe what's the first 5 under on this one? Sorry, Jim. Now we are wasting a little bit of that. 4 minus 125. All right, I'm going to think about whether I want to quintuple up on this one or something like that. What else do you like, Jim?
I'm going for a big score.
All right.
Obviously, I just got it Saturday and Sunday, and I know it's just not going to happen like that every night. I'm going for it again. I'm taking the Marlins on the run line. I don't know what Shelby Miller is going to give us. I think that Dan Straley only going an inning and a third is going to help him. He has historically pitched well at home, even though he has not yet done that this year. And I just feel like I was so impressed with how the Marlins were battling up at the plate. I know the Diamondbacks have a very nice offense and all that stuff, but I think this is a nice opportunity for another big, giant score, and I'm going for it.
So what are you taking here?
The Marlins minus 1.5.
Wow, Marlins minus. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, Arizona, they've been hitting, but Miami is also a place where formerly hot offenses can go to take a weekend off or to take a series off, So I'm on the second half under in that game, as we already know. All right, let me find Bet365. Miami here minus 1.5. Not that huge, 265. Is that what you were expecting?
Yes.
Plus 265. Jim's taking Miami plus Miami run line plus 265. Okay, all right. Let's see what else do we have going on here. I want to get to some comments just to see if there's any good comments here. Let's see. People are already talking about the World Cup here. New commenter that I haven't seen before on the toilet.
Ooh.
On the toilet, like in Nigeria. Yeah, I'm thinking Nigeria. Who's thinking Nigeria beats Argentina on the toilet? Listen, I mean, it's not us to censor these screen names. It's up to YouTube. If they get by, we're just going to say what their screen names are.
On the toilet sounds like he's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah,
and he's ready to cap.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know that guy was sitting here. It's like, all right, I got to make my name here. What am I going to name my name? I don't give a fuck about anything. On the toilet. Who cares? That's the first thing that came to mind. How did he come up with that as opposed to any other incredibly funny but stupid name? All right, let's see. Other come here's Vitola says, if Natalie comes in here and says Nigeria, then I'm on it. All right, a lot of people we are going to talk about that one.
I'll do pretty much anything Natalie says.
Ziggy Ball says the Marlins are coming off high elevation. Yeah, the Marlins are coming back from Colorado, which also makes me a little bit nervous. Let me see. What else do we have here going on here? Zigzag Man is on the under in the Arizona game. I'd be leaning that way as well, but I'm only going to stick with the second half, and I'd also be leaning with Arizona on the second half also. Let's see. Mud loves Mariners at the Baltimore money line. I don't know who he's saying. Does he like Mariners or Baltimore? I don't know, but we know that Kobe Valentine loves Baltimore minus 1.5. Let's see. What else do we have here? Comments coming in, and then we'll get to your other pick, Jim.
Tomor is saying Argentina faced 2 defensive teams in Croatia and Iceland. Now they get a wide open game against Nigeria. I think Messi goes off. God, I want to hammer that one more time. Hammer that one more time.
And this is why the comment section is so great. On the Toilet says, who's thinking Nigeria beats Argentina? And Muhammad Joma, of course, responded to that and said, I do, Toilet. So Muhammad Joma also liking Nigeria. A lot of people liking Nigeria. A lot of people leaning Nigeria. What else is... Yep, Tomarino once again saying France tends to play to the level of competition. This is the first good team they will play. We will get to that. We do have 15 more minutes now before Team Bankroll joins us. But, yep, Austin Geist likes, I like France at plus money. Let's see, what else do we have? Comments coming in. Oh, Mud says, I love Seattle Mariners money line tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see. What else is going on here? Any comments that you're seeing, Jim?
Yes, I'm going to start a comment here. I am, after a while, sitting at this game, knowing that I don't trust the starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. I am taking the Indians on the first 5 here. I think that's a play I can have confidence in. John Gant is someone I do not trust. 26 and 2/3. Yeah, he's got 28 Ks, but I just don't trust him as a starter. And I like the way Clevenger is throwing. I like the way the Indians are hitting. I question the way the Cards are hitting, even though they came off that nice game against the Brew Crew. I'm on the Indians first 5 money line.
All right, Indians first 5 money line. Once again, line dropping here at SBRodds.com. Indians first 5 money line with Clevenger minus 125. Let me quickly check Pinnacle to see if Pinnacle might have a slightly better 123. That's what we can give you. Cleveland first 5 money line minus 123 with Clevenger against Gant. Okay, Jim. So you've added 4 picks. Philly over 8.5 plus 104. You know, I can see it. I hope you cash. I'm just way off that game. What?
Team money saying, now, Jimmy, you're talking my language. I'm all over Cleveland, my play of the day.
Wow. All right. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more.
Melee Payless way on Cleveland, too. CC Fitness, Seattle money line, Cleveland money line.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
And Twadi on Indians Cards first 5 over 4.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to double up. Ziggy Ball's in the house. And then Bill Butlicker, who's just been feeding us gifts with these player props. He's on Musa to score for Nigeria. Keep that in mind, everybody, because he's just been giving out gold.
Yeah. All right. Wow. So I'm looking at this. Comments coming
Mud
in.
saying good feedback on Indians and Cardinals, Jimmy. I like it. I like it. I think it's a simple play. I mean, I am interested in the over, like what Twadi is on. Full game over 8.5.
I just did see now that the Twat man's on Arizona though minus 120. That's going against you.
Is he on? He's on Arizona full game, or yeah. You know, I don't like seeing that. You know, no, I don't like seeing that, but I'm fine.
Bill Butlicker says, Pete, you were right about OSP. Tyson Pedro knocked him down and then decided to start grappling instead of keeping it on the feet. Terrible fight IQ from Pedro. He deserved to lose. Shout out to Bill Butlicker. I did have a winning day in MMA this past weekend. I did have a loser though with Cerrone at minus 205, but then I had 2 winners, both underdogs. So I had a winning day in and of course Andreas Hale had OSP inside the distance. I didn't have the balls for that, and I am also 10-0 in CFL. Jim's 3-1 in CFL.
4-1.
4-1. Are you really? 4-1. Okay. I'll have to check. I think. Yeah.
Oh, I'm 4-1 for sure.
Okay.
And then here. Marco Lu says, can I get a short prayer for my Tigers money line? And over 9.5. Do you have anything like that?
Short prayer for the Tigers money line.
And
okay,
over 9.5.
Okay.
5-4 in the night.
Please let the money line cash. Tigers for Marco Lu. There you go. Short and sweet, right?
Beautiful.
There you go. Oh, and the over 9.5.
Yeah.
And the over 9.5 if you don't mind.
Where is Yellow Jesus? Where did he go?
I don't know. He probably changed his name. He might be on the toilet for all we know. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's see. Torino says Cleveland at 10-1 to win the American League looks undervalued to me.
I agree.
Now, a lot of times when now I don't bet a lot of futures odds because it ties. I bet them on credit, but I don't like to bet on credit. So futures odds a lot of times ties up your money for a long term. But handicapping futures odds can have great can shed great light on game by game value. A lot of times teams that have value on futures odds will also have value on related value on some of their games, especially before the market catches up. You think Cleveland's going to be a good bet going forward in general next month or so?
I do.
Yeah, interesting. Ozezi Okunwinbiri says on Indians money line and Mariners money line. A lot of people agreeing with this Indians line here. Isan Zolfagari says OSP is a fade against top guys, but he pulls out crazy subs against lower level guys. That's one of the best ways to bet. All sports, but particularly one-on-one sports. There's a lot of people who are, and in the NBA you see that as well. A lot of people just dominate mid-level competition and then wilt against top competition, right, Jim?
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
No
All right. Any other
either.
comments coming in? I told you, Jim, we might be done with this early. We have 10 more minutes before Team Rank.
Oh, we got lots to talk about.
Oh,
man.
you want to talk about stuff? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what Dwayne Underwood is going to do today. Did you get a chance to take a look at what he might do?
No, I did not. I was all about the World Cup in the afternoon. But if I have a play on that game, I'm going to tweet it out. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern time. What do you think, Jim?
I want to fade Maeda so badly. But with the question marks around Underwood not knowing exactly what he's going to give us, I'm just holding back. In fact, I want to jump on this first 5 over that Twadi's on. The over 4. I think that's a nice spot. I can only get 4.5 if I was to actually make the bet. But we could line shop. Did you mind taking a second to line shop for me? First 5
not at all.
over?
First 5 over. That's easy to line shop. Let's see. First 5.
Indians, Cardinals.
Indians Cardinals would be 4. Nope. Heritage has 4. Bookmaker has 4 minus 115. Intertops has 4.5 plus 110. So we give you 4 minus 115 or 4.5 plus 113 at Pinnacle.
I'm going to take the 4. I'm going to take the first 5
minus 115
over 4 minus 115.
Okay, so you're taking
I'm going to run with my man Twats.
Okay. Cleveland, first 5 over, 4 minus 115. And if you're really itching to fade Maeda, maybe you could take a look at the old first 5 innings team total, which would be just 1.5. It's just 1.5 minus 135 at Pinnacle right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Kenta Maeda, you really think he's fade material right now?
I do. I think there's value fading.
And we know
right
the
now.
Cubs. What's up with the Cubs lineup? I've gotten a little bit burned by the Cubs. God, it's so funny. Like every time I pull up ESPN, they've got the body issue photos front and center. So I think I've made a mistake and clicked on some porn site accidentally.
Yeah, and,
you know
and it's the least arousing body pictures I've seen. Usually they do a little something to arouse me.
Yeah.
These are just nothing I need.
The women aren't that arousing. Some of the dudes, though. I'll tell you what.
It is
How did I
Pride
deliver
Month.
that line? How
It
did
is
I deliver
Pride
that
Month.
line? Yeah. Some of these fucking dudes in the body issue. I'll tell you what, Jim. All right, let's get back into it. Cubs, first 5 innings, team total over 1.5 minus 135. What do you think?
I agree with you that I don't really trust this Cubs offense, but that 1.5 seems so appealing.
Yeah, I mean, they faced him last time out, and he had 5 walks. I mean, Kenta Maeda, last 2 starts, 3 strikeouts, 8 walks in 8 innings. And now you have the Cubs. It's just, I've gotten so burned taking the Cubs. I thought I had a great play with the Cubs against Cincinnati in their last game, and then friggin', the bullpen blew it up. So I feel like I'm a little bit snake bit, and the Cubs haven't quite been as productive offensively as you would think. Are they just in like a variance style lull offensively, or what?
I don't like Brian at the leadoff spot. I don't. Some of the decisions Madden's making. Madden, they're in costume after a 4-game sweep. I have no problem with that. I don't think you need to necessarily be in the dumps. That's not necessarily how I would manage. But Charles Stark here. Charles Stark rating totals play of the day. Like having Stark join us. Thank you, my friend.
Wow.
Says Seattle, Baltimore over 9.5.
Wow.
Felix, 1.60 whip on the road. Cashner, 1.54 whip at home. Both teams average over 9 hits last 3 games. Should get there.
Wow.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you so much, Charles Stark. Charles Stark, can I beg you to come in and give comments like these every show? I love Charles Stark. I was listening to him. I started listening to him a while back, and I was like, man, this guy is on top of his shit. Great call on the over, Charles Stark, in that WNBA game with that Chicago game. Go ahead.
Bryant is out tonight. Thank you, Todd Raymond. That helps. That helps a lot. Me stay off of it. I don't trust this offense right now.
So if Charles Stark likes the over in Seattle, Baltimore, he's got to be liking at least a little bit the Baltimore first 5 innings team total over 2 with against Hernandez, right? What do you think the game's like? Felix is going to have a great 5-inning start, but then the game's going to go over in other ways? No way, right?
Wow, Nostra says, love that over. He's taking the Orioles reverse run line. Volatility at its finest. Ooh.
Volatility at its finest. Who said that?
Nostra. The Goatstra, man. Goatstra Tota.
I want to do like private. We should do some private tutorials with Nostra Tota to step our game up.
Hey man, if Nostra, if he would make videos for us, we'd put it on.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
Nostra, man, we'd love to have more of you on this show, man.
Hell
make
yeah.
a video, send it to us, we'll play it, man.
All right, I'm going to take that one. Baltimore first 5 innings team total over 2 minus 138. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I did bet Baltimore at minus 120. A lot of people are like, Nostra just said he liked Baltimore minus 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Kobe Valentine likes Baltimore minus 1.5. I even bet them on the money line at plus 120. That's pretty impressive, right? Nostra Tota beat a line move by about 15 cents.
We only have 5 minutes.
Yes, that's
before,
true.
So just a quick warning. My man Anna Merrick, whom I love, my man Clint says, Pete, I need to know if we're doing Tuesday Night Contenders tomorrow. More MMA.
I can prep for it if you want. Yes, I will prep for it. I'm not planning on. I don't think we have a call scheduled with Andreas Hale, but sure, I will prep for it. I feel like I'm not sure if I have a good read on this series, but absolutely, I'll prep for it. I'll look into it. You got it. Who said that?
My man Anna Merrick, who's a great MMA capper too. So if you could also, Clint, do some study too. I'm sure Bill Butler, you guys all come together, we make some money.
Jimmy's man, Anna Merrick. I'm definitely going to mention mention it tomorrow. Absolutely, definitely, 100%, and that's a lock. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Unlike 95% of the other fucking people in the world I know. No, a lot of people I know. That's the problem, is that my friends all do what they say what they're going to do. It's like the new people who tend to not to. All right, Jimmy the Bag. What else do we have going on here? We have
we have 4 more minutes. So those are the 4 plays that I'm adding, and that's it.
Okay, let's see. Blake Kersey says the Sharps are on Padres. That is absolutely true.
Not only the Sharps, but Goatstra also on the Padres at plus 123. Worried my man Austin Geist. Austin Geist just played Rangers run line at plus 155, and then saw Nostra post the Padres plus 123.
Wow, I'm a little bit surprised that Charles Stark likes the over so much in that Seattle-Baltimore game. I would have been leaning under, if anything. I don't know if Cashner, long term, I'm not necessarily a buyer on Cashner, but short term, I think he might be okay.
Just hearing Stark make that call really interests me, and knowing that both Nostra and Kobe are on -1 at Baltimore interests me, but I'm uncomfortable with that game.
And what do we think about another just interesting call here? The over 7 in Toronto-Houston. Obviously, Houston can hit lefties. Hap is good, but can get hit. And if Verlander is at all vulnerable here, maybe the over 7 might be worth a shot. What do you think?
If I didn't, just get my tonsil splashed by the Astros all last week in situations just like this, I'd probably be on it.
Yeah,
but it just hurt me so much, man.
And if the first 5 innings team total was 1, as it was against Tampa Bay, I'd probably take a shot with that. I felt so bad. I took 1 -150. I got to push on that one. You wound up taking 1.5 at plus money and taking a loss.
Yeah.
You were just stake bet for the past couple weeks, Jim the Bag.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I got something back this weekend, and hopefully I can carry it over to today.
Okay, we have 3 more minutes, so let's see. What else do we have here?
CC Fitness saying the Kings only allowed 1 earned run each of his last 2 starts. He'd be talking about him pitching better. Still, he's just a crafty guy. Wally George on the lucrative Larry fade. Well, you would have lost this past weekend. He hit that plus 247 parlay, so he's now up comfortably 2.5 units overall.
Yeah, Jameson Taillon, should he have a good start here? Why not, right?
I think he's going to have a good start here. I think this Mets team is gives you confidence. When Batista, when they have the guys who shouldn't be asked to play major roles are being asked to. I think that.
So who the hell is in the lineup if Nimmo is out? And let's see who is in the lineup for the Mets here. We're going to check this right now. Conforto, Bautista, Cabrera, Smith, Mesoraco, Reyes, Plawecki.
They have Cabrera, Smith, 3-4.
Yeah,
Oh man,
how bad is that? That's real bad?
But I would say that's the worst 3-4 in Major League Baseball.
Wow, man, the worst 3-4.
Now I think Smith has a bright future.
Bautista, Conforto, those guys can hit a little bit, can't they?
Well, we only have 1 minute before Team Bankroll comes in. Bill Butler says, I'm legit putting the barn on Shevchenko tomorrow in the Contender Series.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm very excited to have Team Bankroll in here.
Yeah, we have 1 more minute, Jim.
We do.
We have 1 more minute. 1 more minute till Team Bankroll comes. Let's see. I'm just scanning here. MLB. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I guess. Yeah, maybe Baltimore on the full game team total over. Man, that might be worth a shot as well. But it's 4 minus 136. 4 minus 136. Man, that is tempting as hell. I'm just concerned about Fernandez, right? Well, I can give picks in between the Team Bankroll analysis, right, Jim?
We love it when you don't pay attention to what we're talking about and focus on baseball.
Great TV right there. To people just watch the show to see what I won't pay attention to when we're talking about other things. All right, so Jimmy.
Oh wow, quickly. Okay, we have seconds left.
We have 15 seconds.
Nostra says, got my good friends Adri and Christina watching the low bag show. They're tying the knot soon. They'd love a low bag shout out. Christina finds you cute, Pete.
Oh my God, Adri and Christina. Wait, they're tying the knot soon. They'd love a low bag shout out. Adri and Christina, if you're hanging with -110 Nostra T, you're hanging with the best. And that is no bullshit right there. So congratulations for hanging with the best. Was that a bad shout out?
Well, no, but what about them and their unity and their life together?
Well, are they?
They're getting married. They're getting married.
If you're friends with -110 Nostra Tota, you got a bright future ahead of you, Adri and Christina. If you're hanging with that guy, you're hanging with the best, and that means that you've got a bright future together. I feel like people who are hanging with Nostra Tota are tend to be, because it's who you hang out with in life. I've seen that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I read these articles online. like Fortune and Forbes and other places. And basically what they say is that what's the one thing that successful people do? They hang out with other successful people. They don't hang out with losers.
And they
right?
wake up early.
Yes. So, not necessarily. Yes. Well, we can talk about that. But anyway, point is, if you are hanging with Nostra Tota and Nostra Tota likes to hang with you, probably you have good judgment, which means that you probably have good judgment in when it comes to life partners. And I wish you all the best, although I sense you probably don't need it.
Beautifully
Is that
done.
okay?
Beautifully done.
Ooh.
And on that note,
let's
bring out
in
Team
Loshak.
Bankroll.
Here
I'm
we
so
go.
excited
Here
to
we
have
go.
them here
Here
for
we go.
another round.
Yes, here we go.
There we go.
Team Bankroll. Here we go.
Bankroll.
We got them all in here. Okay, here we go.
Beautiful.
Let's move over. Yes,
What's up,
okay.
buddy?
All right, okay. All right, everybody, pan out. Now, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's get cozy here. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about today. Jim and I. What happened?
Your mic.
What happened? Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
Natalie needs a mic.
Oh, it's been one of those days, Pete.
Yeah,
One of those days.
I hear you. For me,
It's not
it's,
about to stop.
for me, it's been one of those half decades. Okay.
Oh wow! Already, they're already giving you thanks. Much thanks, Team Bankroll for Morocco plus a half and over 2.5.
Oh, is that what you guys
Bill
had?
Budlicker.
Jeez.
Yes. So.
we met Bill, yeah.
Oh, you met him.
No,
no,
we
sorry,
will,
we
we
met-
will meet him next.
We will meet him. We met Big Dick Donnie.
You met Big Dick.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
We have small Dick Donnie. Yeah, we rarely get Big Dick Donnie. We've had
Yeah.
average Dick Donnie spend a little bit of time,
Really? No,
but
big-
mostly it's small Dick Donnie that we
Yeah,
have.
no, we had the big one.
Was that a good shout out to those guys getting married, or did that seem, was that not that good? Was it okay? It was
good.
It was.
It was
okay.
good.
I feel bad. People. That's how much people like us. They wanted a shout out because they're getting married. And I might have flubbed. I don't know what to say to people who get married. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
you do. Trust
Congratulations.
yourself.
You
In
say
Romania, we have this tradition. We steal the bride and we take her out in a bar or in a public place or in a stadium or.
Hopefully it's a public place.
And if they will gonna get married, maybe someone will steal the bride and bring her on the Loshak show. You know.
Oh yes. What did he say? I didn't quite get that, but yeah, no, that sounds like a great idea. All right, let's get into some
You
soccer
took his pills.
handicapping
You
here.
you gave his pills today. Okay.
I don't watch him swallow them though.
All right. So Jim and I, of course, had Spain -1, which was a loser. Although I didn't have as big of a loser because I also took the over and I took Spain -1, of course. But did you guys have? So you guys had Morocco, huh?
No, I had Saudi Arabia. Today with
Yeah,
Morocco.
yeah.
No, I had the over 2.5 goals in Spain versus Morocco.
Yes.
At 1.95.
So did I.
It
Yes,
cashed out.
yes.
I had 3 with 1 today.
God damn, you had
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia draw double chance. So
Okay.
I
Draw
was
or
covered also with
What
the
did that
draw.
pay out? Or was it odds?
1.9. Yeah, around 1.85. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I had also in the first.
Well,
first
Joe
matches.
Vasconcelos thinks you gave out Morocco plus a half, and he's
Yeah.
thanking you for it. So
Did,
Yeah.
you did. That was our guest,
same thing.
James.
very nice.
Quick
Okay.
question already from my man Wally George. Team Bankroll. Oh, that's another thing. No more statements about football from me. Just questions. And that way, that's been working for me. Thinking about what you guys are saying, thinking about it at night, rewatching the video, and then that's been working for me.
Yes.
So here is a question from Wally George. Does Argentina advance?
Well, that is the best question
Yeah.
for this week. So, in case you guys didn't hear, San Paulo is not in charge of the team anymore.
What?
The players are doing the team.
What?
The players are doing
When
the
did
first
they announce
11.
that? How did I miss this?
Yesterday, the federation came in Russia, the boss of the federation. The players hate San Pauli. So, on the next match against Nigeria, actually, the players were gonna fix the first 11.
That is so cool. I think that is so
A
incredible.
managerless team.
Oh my
How
God.
are they fair?
Am I gonna have
And
to?
Nigeria are a good team. It's going to be, but yeah, maybe they play a lot better without their manager.
I think that still San Pauli will sit on the bench because someone has to sit on the bench, you know. But yes, I'm sure that they will handle the team better without him.
Wow, that's big news. That is big news.
Okay, so what was this news? Nigeria is playing without their coach? What happened?
No, just focus on baseball.
Okay, all right, okay.
You should swallow those pills, man.
No,
I
because
think
because
you should
because,
swallow. You
because
should start to swallow.
Parlay Pappy said it was a shitty shout out, and I'm wondering if he's kidding around or not.
No, he's
okay.
kidding.
Oh,
He's
okay,
kidding.
all right,
They're
all right. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a people. Do you know what that's like, Natalie? When you want to please everyone, you're a pleaser, and then later on you become mature, and you're like, no, I don't have to please everyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pleaser.
I learned that one a while back.
I still have to learn it. All right,
yeah.
all right. Let's get on to some handicapping here. So let's get some picks.
Okay.
Let's get some
Okay,
picks here.
Nigeria versus Argentina. Is there going to be goals?
Yeah.
Going to be goals.
Yes,
Yeah?
goals over 2.5 at 1.75. I don't know if it's good to back Argentina right now. They are low priced anyway, so the value is not on them. If you want to take some value, go with Nigeria. Give them a little plus of handicap.
Yeah.
But I think that over 2.5 is a lock. It's a banker. 2 units for me. This is my banker for tomorrow's games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both teams to score as well. I think
absolutely.
Would be a good one, 1.91. Although we're still waiting to see Messi turn up and score, aren't we? That's the thing. It's a big question. Is it just like a one-man team, and then his supports around him aren't really helping? But Ronaldo missed the penalty today, so hopefully that'll help Messi
Good.
feel a little bit better.
Good.
A lot of people here like Nigeria. Vitalis on Nigeria money line. Kobe Valentine on Nigeria money line.
Money line.
6.5.
Money
I had
line
at
one
these.
is you're covered with a draw. How is money line working?
No, that would be a three-way bet generally, where you can only win.
Three-way bet.
Yeah.
So Nigeria all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ulysses Hayes saying Nigeria. Kobe Valentine saying Nigeria 2-1. It's interesting that no one's coming in here saying Argentina.
Now the power is on the players. The power, they took the power, so they might gather as a group and react. You never know. When it comes to this position, when the coach is not in charge of the team anymore and the team is handling the team, so everyone is for them, I think that Argentina might react and win the match and might qualify further, because I don't see Iceland winning against Croatia.
Nigeria. But Nigeria, you can play them plus 1.25 at 1.79. So if you lose by 1, you half win.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they just lose by 1 goal. So you're still getting some money in there.
Yeah.
So playing on the Nigeria side. But yeah, they've been an impressive team, Nigeria.
Yeah. John Smith, Argentina fundamentals are still poor. Slow old defenders. Yes, their defense has been terrible. Is that something you think Nigeria's going to be able to take advantage of? They tend to start slow.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they are athletic players. They have good strikers, height. Yes, and Otamendi and Marco Rojo on the Argentinian defense, they are really, really struggling lately. They are very poor. So Nigeria might score. I see them scoring in that match, and Natalie's play both teams to score. I think that is another good.
I think it should be an
play.
open match. It should be an open match, as both teams need these points.
And what I can see, just checked for the latest odds, because I did this 5 minutes ago with the new odds. They went down on the over 2.5 goals yesterday. I had 1.85, now is at 1.75. Also, the both team to score 1.91. It went at 1.85 today. So the odds are going down.
And you think that'll continue to happen? They'll continue to drop?
More than that, no. I don't think that is a huge change between today and tomorrow morning.
Okay, a lot of people liking Argentina here. Where is it?
Risco Pong says the African gods are with Nigeria. Argentina will lose.
John Garcia says even the weather doesn't favor Argentina. Wow, a lot of people really liking Argentina. So what's the way to take them? Take them on a big long shot to win the game, or just take them +1 or something like that? What do you think?
No, I'm just going for the over. So I think that the winner's market is a risky bet.
Yeah, and Argentina are just too low, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mohammed Joma liking says odds way too juicy on Nigeria. He says that Argentina has no heart or leadership. Is that true?
Yeah.
No
I
heart
think-
or leadership.
And the odds in Nigeria are juicy.
Really? We just talked about
So we're saying that Messi is no heart or leadership.
That's what they would say, that he lacks leadership skills.
Wow.
Kobe Valentine predicts the final score: Nigeria 2-1. And Barca Man liking Argentina and the under 3.5. So Barca Man G11 not necessarily sold on a ton of goals here.
Wow. I think this game has a lot of value moving towards offense, but I can already see myself making all the same bets I made last game that went horribly wrong for me.
Well, you don't
I
have
think
to
you
make any.
should totally skip this match yourself.
Excuse me?
You should totally skip this match.
Really? You don't think
Yeah.
I should go? You don't think
No,
totals?
no. I think that Argentina are jinx for you. I think that you shouldn't play them.
All right. Well, let's
Really?
Jim's like, I'm not even getting support when I feel okay. It's like,
Yeah,
you're
because
getting
last
slammed.
time you know what happened last time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit him back, Jim. Come on. What do you?
Okay.
Hand that asshole open, Jim. All right. Let's
Okay. Denmark versus France.
Yeah.
Can you guys lead us in a direction here? I
Draw.
know a lot of draw. Really?
Yeah. Draw.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I think that both are happy with the draw. But both of them, if they draw, they will go further.
qualify?
Yeah. Nobody sees goals. I see goals, over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.82. The most interesting thing is that yesterday, one of my bets was over 1.5 goals at 1.6 for the first time in the history. These odds for over 1.5 goals in the match.
Yeah.
But they dropped today. This is why I took over 2 goals on the Asian handicap. Draw. Yeah. I think that they will not force it. They will avoid injuries. They will avoid suspension.
And will they avoid offense as well?
Also, both teams to score. I like it. I think that we might see a play. I think that we will see major changes in the first 11, resting players for the knockout stages. I think that we can see a draw.
Okay.
Even for a draw, yeah. I think this is going to be an open game. I think it's going to be an exciting game. When we've seen as well.
With goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think as well we've seen that today as well. I like both teams to score 2.25. Also the Alex Classic, both teams score and the over 2.5 goals. It's like a combined bet that they offer 3.6. You can get odds of that. Yeah.
So that'd be plus 260. Plus 260. 3.6.
Yes, we did that on our
Yes,
show today.
yes,
We
yes.
used the exact number we went over. That concerns me. I'm a little concerned with the Denmark-France game. Australia versus Peru.
I have a play on this one. I think that Peru are the better side. I think that despite the fact...
Nice! Professionals here at SBR. You are watching SBR Sportsbook, sportsbookreview.com, SBRodds.com, SBRforum.com.
They might not be able to hear that, so why don't we
All
just
right,
keep
let's go ahead.
I think that they will not be able to hear that. Yeah,
Don't worry,
this is
it's been
why-
totally professional the entire day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
shitty day. Yeah.
Okay, let's stay focused here. It sounds like something's going on upstairs, but let's focus. Australia versus Peru.
Okay, I think that Iceland are warriors. That every time they enter to play a match, they will give everything. But I think that Australia, sorry, I think that Peru are the better side, despite the fact that they haven't scored in this World Cup so far. They lost both games 1-0. But I think that the best value bet for this game is Peru with draw no bet at 1.7.
Yeah, problem is Australia keep having penalty kicks, and they're scoring their goals through that. So I'm doing the same as well. Peru draw no bet 1.79, just in case Australia manage to get another penalty kick there, and it ties 1-1. Also, the under 2.5 goals with the bookies on this one, but it's 1.78.
So you're expecting a low-scoring game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be another. I think it's just going to be another type. Peru incredibly
Yes.
defensive.
Yes.
They've conceded just 1 goal per game.
Yeah.
I'm doubtful whether Australia can score unless they get a penalty kick.
Yeah, it feels like there's not going to be a lot of shots on goal in this.
No.
Yeah. You think?
Farfan is out for Peru. Is that
Yeah, he's out
Yeah.
for Peru. He had a brain injury or a head injury, or I saw both stuff. Brain injury, which is really bad if it's like that, or head injury, which is better, let's say. But he will be out. He's out of the World Cup.
You don't think these teams are going to be changing their styles up just a little bit? Peru, might want to be like, let's just try to score a goal here, and that
Absolutely.
Australia will tack a little bit more.
Australia don't know how to attack. They don't have.
can't do it. Right,
They don't
right.
have a good offensive.
The Socceroos.
The Socceroos. I think that Peru are, even without Farfana, they are the better side. They don't have height, but they have fast players,
We have enough little people. Don't we?
So Natalie, you would be recommending
Little
under?
people versus height.
Under
people.
2.5 goals, Peru draw no bets.
And what would you be recommending?
Absolutely, Peru draw no bet at 1.7.
And the under, not necessarily?
No.
Okay.
But I will always be with Natalie.
So a lot of people here like Peru. Todd Raymond says, I like Peru. Bill Butlicker likes a draw. XPO 399, I like Peru. Kobe Valentine, Peru 2-0.
Someone asked what is big man on campus pick. We don't know. We didn't pay the package of $50 for.
Okay, Melee Palace Way says Peru halftime draw, full game under, and leans Peru. And and Tomer says Peru's played well. They've just been unlucky and played good teams.
John Smith says Australia wins. Trust me on this. One of the trust me comments.
Yeah, because the John Smith is from Huddersfield, and 2 Huddersfield players are playing for Australia, and he's rooting for them, of course.
That's not
So,
why
yeah.
he would say. He has better
Yeah,
reason
of
for that.
course.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he's going
okay.
with his heart here. I'm sure about it.
Tom Marino says, I think Peru's the better team and they'll play for pride here. Australia has mostly second-tier players.
Can neither of these teams advance? Or what's the situation with Australia and Peru?
Nothing. No.
Yeah.
They can't advance.
No.
Yeah, out. I also quite like.
No, actually, if France will win against Denmark with a lot of goals difference, Iceland will win against. We're going to Australia with Peru. My brain is out today.
No problem. No problem.
No
It's his
problem.
birthday. It's his birthday. It's allowed.
It's his birthday.
Is it really? Bullshit. Really?
Yeah, it's his
Yeah,
Give him a
I
shout
can
out,
show-
Pete.
Yeah, give him a
I
shout.
can show
I
you
want to
my-
say. I want to see some ID. We'll do a shout. We'll do a shout out
Okay.
in a minute. What is today? June 25th, huh?
Yeah.
June
What the
25th.
hell is this?
Not bad.
What a good-looking guy, man.
Yeah.
You've aged poorly. What a
Yeah,
good-looking guy.
yeah. Nice. That means he's a Cancer. That means
Yeah.
he's sensitive but boring.
I'm
kidding around. I have no idea. I have
My
no fucking
husband's Cancer.
Is he really?
Yeah, but he's definitely
Oh.
sensitive, though,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
boring.
That means he's
Nigel Seeley is a Cancer.
Yeah.
His birthday
a
is on
Cancer.
Thursday.
All sensitive, boring people.
No, he's
Apartments are woke.
no, the Cancers are not woke, but they're determined but stupid. So it's half and half. All right, let's see. Let's get some other comments.
okay,
But I'll give you a shout out to end the segment. Okay, that's when we'll do the shout out for your
No,
birthday
if-
shout out.
You know, you
Okay.
should just stop everything whenever you feel the time is right. Just stop everything.
All
Okay, okay. So Denmark France is uncomfortable for me. Listening to you guys, listening to the commenters, I feel like Peru is the play here in the second game. Nigeria versus Argentina, I think goals are going to be scored, and I'm going to focus on offense. And
See exactly what I was saying. Australia can go if
has
France
a chance to
win. Yeah,
progress.
but poor chances for Australia now.
I hear you. Okay, then Iceland versus Croatia. We just watched Croatia look very good, but is their performance against Argentina? Do we overvalue it? Was it Argentina that played poorly, or was it Croatia that played well?
We had this discussion earlier with Colombia versus Poland.
Yeah.
So I think that Argentina started good against Croatia. They were unlucky not to score because they had 2-3 good opportunities. So you could win also your bets if they would, but they didn't. Croatia are by far the better side, if you ask me, against Iceland. Yes, Iceland are warriors. Croatia have quality. Croatia have quality from all over the pitch, from their goalkeeper till their strikers. Great midfield. We discussed about this, but I think that one of the guys from the midfield, either Modric, either Rakitic, will be rested for this match. I don't think that Croatia will lose this match. I played Croatia with Dronobet at 1.7 2 days ago when we previewed this match. Now they went at 1.5.
Really?
Yes, this is why I'm playing a Croatia win on the low back show at 2.25.
Wow. Yeah, it was 1.71. That's why we like to do our videos just a couple of days before.
See what you're doing
just
to the people.
But you really sort of get that value. But it's a really tough game to predict because the straight Croatia win if playing with their best 11, but they could be rotating players ahead of the next round, and that's what makes it difficult. I think it's a difficult game to bet on.
I don't know if this is true, but I read that the coach admitted that he is going to rest his players.
Yeah.
Other people were saying that they expected him not to because Croatia doesn't have the depth, but the reports are that he confirmed that he is.
He confirmed, but not to underestimate the players from the bench, because always is good to play your B team, and them to show more determination and more to be more eager
Yes.
to do a good match against
Yeah.
and it's the World Cup. They have to show something. Maybe another club is watching them and might pay good money to get them for the next season.
Like right now, maybe like we got to do our best right here, right?
Yeah.
Like, who knows who's watching? Iceland has
Hopefully you will not be relegated for the next season.
hopefully. Iceland has injuries, don't they? Right?
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
no, because they are a very well balanced side. Who will come from the bench will be at the same level with who is on the field.
Alejandro Blanco says Iceland, Croatia under 2.5.
Yeah, I was looking at that. 1.67, it's low. Don't forget Croatia, they've not conceded. They've scored 5, conceded 0. So, yeah, this could be a cagey match. 1.67,
defensive
though, it's
side, yeah.
low. I don't think it's the odds that you guys go for, but maybe good for a parlay bet.
Coco Bongo saying, yes, Team Bankroll killed it for me this weekend and today. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So, okay, so I feel like I've got some clarity with these games and know where I'm going to do what I'm going to do, but I'm going to stay away from the Denmark-France game. I feel uncomfortable there. So with Wednesday and Thursday, are there any spots that really jump out at you? I mean, obviously everyone's very interested in this England versus Belgium match.
This is Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, that's Thursday. But is there any match, Wednesday or Thursday, where you think, wow, there's a ton of value there?
I don't know how the odds are now when we did the video Switzerland versus Costa Rica. Switzerland at 1.7 for the outright.
1.72 right now.
1.72, yeah, for the outright win. I think that looks really tempting.
That does seem kind of low. I haven't looked into that game too deeply, but it does seem a little bit low just from first glance. At first glance, doesn't it?
No, I think that it has value. Switzerland
yeah.
are a really good side. They came from 1-0 behind to beat Serbia in the last minute of the game. And I think that 1.72 right now, it has really good value.
Yeah.
Costa Rica are playing, as we know, a defensive football. Switzerland with a win here, they will top the group and they will avoid the first place in the other group that they are paired with. But a really good bets on Wednesday. I like Mexico, Sweden, both teams to score at 1.95. I like South Korea +2 on the Asian handicap at 1.88 versus Germany.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and and this is my banker for the Wednesday matches, Serbia versus Brazil, over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at even money.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Wait,
that.
Serbia, Brazil.
Wow.
Over
Over
two.
two
Over
on the
two.
Asian-
I'm seeing
Over
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah,
Over
but-
Okay, over 2.5.
Oh,
right,
over
right,
2.5,
Right, over
okay,
2.5. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So you're liking you both teams to score in Mexico, Sweden, and I assume you'd be liking the over there as well. Not necessarily.
No, might be a draw game.
Right. A 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
I've got Mexico draw no bet as well, 1.87. Could be a nice way to play. But Sweden quite impressive, weren't they? When we were
Quite impressive.
Yeah.
And must win for them.
Exactly.
So they will open up.
That's the thing. So a lot of these last matches where they're must wins, I think, when we've seen it today, we're seeing a lot of goals. We're even sort of seeing Iran play attacking for once when they've been parking the bus the whole
Exactly.
time.
And
it was
we've
quite
seen-
nice to sort of see that. For the first 2 matches they were a complete wall, and so it's nice to actually see them all open up and try to attack. It makes it much more sort of interesting game.
Exactly, and Morocco
So
to
goals, lots of chances of goals, hopefully.
Morocco to play without having any chance, drawing 2-2 with Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we
2-2,
talked about
yeah.
whether or not they were going to step up in that situation on our early show. Alejandro Blanco, like in Colombia, Senegal, over 2.5. I know that you're on the Alex
Yeah.
special in that.
Yeah, I
Or
love
over 2.5 goals.
over 2.5 is my banker, but I had to raise a little bit
Just in case.
the odds with you. I didn't know what you're going for, so over 2.5 goals there. But definitely one of the best matches of the tournament. It will be this one.
Yeah.
Because Colombia needs this win to advance. Senegal are happy with the draw, but they don't know how to defend. So yeah, we will see a really good match. For Thursday, we just previewed the matches a little bit with Niger Silly early. Japan versus Poland. I'm on Poland plus 0.25 on the Asian handicap at 1.8. I know that they don't have a chance to qualify further, but I think that they are better than Japan. England versus Belgium, I'm on both teams to score at 1.85.
Sorry, are you on Poland to win outright, or you're on the draw or win?
Plus 0.25.
You're on Poland to plus 0.25. Okay.
So in case of a draw, I will win half of my stake and
Yeah.
half will be voided.
Yeah. And Natalie, so you like Costa Rica to lose, and what about the under in that game as well? Costa Rica does play a defense-oriented game. You know, what about Switzerland to win, Costa Rica 0? How about that?
I've got that too. 2.6 are the odds for that. I've just been a bit burnt about playing the winter nils because of the VAR. We're seeing a lot of penalties. So even when you're not predicting a team to score, they get a penalty and it goes in. And so I've moved off the win to 0 because of that. I just think you can't.
You took also Nigel from
Sharp
that.
as hell.
Well,
Natalie
yeah,
Reinster.
I noticed that Nigel was still playing. I said on the video, I said, God, surely you're being burnt by this. He was like, yeah. But I said, you've got to jump off that train because
You convinced him.
yeah, I said you've got. He's like, yes, I know. Well, I think it's like I have like 5 winter nils that have all come in from penalty kicks. Yeah, I was on the winter nil with the Australian one as well, and anyway, so I'm off. But
So if Costa Rica does score a goal, then there's no way it goes under, right? I mean, unless it's a draw.
unless it's a draw. But I like the Switzerland team. I'm just on the straight. I don't think that Costa Rica will score. I think we've seen them try to attack, but they've got incredible defense. So that's what should. With Navas there.
Yeah, I'm thinking the under might be a good play there.
Yeah.
I do too. I think Switzerland and the under might be a nice play
Yes.
here. Teddy B says Mexico will play for win or draw because they win the group with a draw.
By the way, Teddy B is coming on the show on Alex versus the World on
Dope.
Wednesday.
I love Teddy B.
I think that Mexico might go for a win, but Sweden are forced to win this match also. So this is why we are going for both teams to score at 1.95 because both of them have quality and good.
Yeah, that's Melee Plus weighs on Mexico and both teams to score.
And Andy Blue 2525 predicts, he says, definitely overs in the third round, then back to unders in the round of 16. Okay, when the games start to mean more, expect unders like we saw in the opening games, right?
We already know a couple of matches in the first round of the knockout stages, the last 16. We know that Portugal will play with Uruguay, I think. Yes, and Spain will play with Russia.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to keep fading Portugal. Do you think that's a good
And
idea? Yeah. Well, yeah, Russia's
Yeah.
terrible. But Uruguay, you think they can take out
Yes,
Portugal?
I think, yes. I think.
Who will be the favorite?
I think that Uruguay will be the favorite. I think that the bookies will think about Portugal winning the Euro 2016 and they will put 2.5, 2.5 and 3.
Oh, what was
So they will the odds will open at plus 150 for both teams and draw at plus 2.
Well, I thought Uruguay finally were the team that they were supposed to be today. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the team that I expected, like, from day one that we didn't get.
They showed the real face of Russia.
Yeah.
Uruguay today.
Yeah. And just showed their fate, like showed who the team
Plus,
that they're
yeah,
supposed.
exactly.
You know, it's like a lot of the teams like that we're just not seeing them turn out. Germany, you know, being
Exactly.
another like.
And everybody, I think that Russia is overrated totally after the first two matches.
Barca Man says Uruguay will smash Portugal and Cristiano.
For our Portuguese friends, I will not speak right now because we have Bernardo, we have Roth, contributors on our show. Bernardo was part of Team Bankroll. He was one of the top handicappers on our shows. He's the king of the Asian handicap. He had Portugal to win Euro 2016 and he betted
33
100.
units.
Yeah, 30 plus 3,000. How much is in US odds?
Oh, I don't know.
At 33, he betted $100.
Right.
And he
That'd be plus 3,200.
yeah, so incredible.
Wow.
But I think that Uruguay are the better side. Hopefully, they will not get me wrong, how the Iranian people got me wrong. And I'm happy that Iran is out right now, because I don't have to talk about them anymore.
I lost $10,000 that morning in Wimbledon. The morning of Portugal winning the Euro Cup. It was a very dark day. And a buddy of mine was down like a lot in that match. And he took Portugal in play in overtime after Ronaldo got hurt.
Wow.
In play bet and got back, I don't know, $3 or $4 grand. But
So you were on France?
no, I didn't. I was such a mess because I was waking up at 4 a.m. to watch these tennis matches, and I was just a fucking ghost mess, talking to nobody, eating nothing, and
You're betting on tennis?
All right, you're watching SportsbookReview.com, SBRVideos.com, SBROdds.com, free line shopping service, customizable line shopping service, and of course, go to SBRForum.com to have any questions and debate all these games online in the forums. And it's Alex's birthday. Are we done here though? Are we done here though? No, we got some other. We're picking up the energy in this show. Hey, well, some people are debating here whether Mexico has to win the game or not. Teddy V, guy we all respect, says Mexico will play for a win or draw, wins them the group. Alert Eddie though says Mexico doesn't have to win the game. It's a risky bet. But here we go. Where is it? Barcaman G11. Mexico needs to win to avoid Brazil. What do you think? Do you think they need a win or are they playing for a draw?
I think they need a win, and I've got Mexico draw no bet in case that draw comes in. Peter
There you
Loshak.
go. There you go. Nice job, Natalie Rydstrom. Alex, what do you think? Mexico need a win or play for a draw?
I love it. When
Yes, thank you very much. Alex, high five. Happy birthday, my man. Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
my dude. All right.
No, I'm just thinking with the both teams to score at 1.95.
1.95. Just both teams to score, but not the over, interestingly. Not the over. Just
No,
because
no,
you
no.
think a 1-1 draw is entirely
Possible.
Yeah, possible,
Very
yeah.
possible.
All right. So let's see. Are there any other games we want to discuss here? Any other analysis we want to do here?
I'm curious about England versus Belgium.
Oh, yeah. The big match.
There was a mention here that Belgium was going to be resting a couple
Oh
players.
yeah,
Yeah.
the coach Martinez declared on the press conference after the last match that he will at least 3-4 players. For sure, Lukaku and Eden Hazard. Vincent Kompany has a minor injury, so he will be benched. I think that is the same thing. Both of them qualified, already qualified. In case of the draw, imagine that England and Belgium right now have the same number of points, the same number of goals, and the same number of goals conceded. So we are back at the FIFA fair play rankings.
Yeah.
So England are better right now. So in case of the draw, England will top that group.
Unless a couple yellow cards in the game, which is unlikely because there'll be no passion in the game.
Exactly. No passion it will be because we're talking about two teams that a little bit hate each other. But anyway, I think that
So it'll
they will,
still be a
they will
passionate
try.
game, so.
They will try to avoid injuries, suspensions, because it's important not to miss any key player in the knockout stages.
John Smith says England, both teams to score, or England double chance draw, no bet, whatever is best.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a way. I think Nigel Seeley's going for the direct draw in that one. 3.1, he's saying both will be playing for that draw. We were going for both teams to score 1.8. I think it's going to be quite an open match, to be honest with you. But when we were reading the comments, I think a lot were actually going for England, weren't they? It was like an England or an England draw, no bet.
Now, isn't there always going to be more public money bet on England? Or is
Yes. Yes, I'm sure that a lot of people will bet on England because we know how UK people bet with their heart when their team is playing at the World Cup. But the tipsters from Team Bankroll from England usually fade their national team. You know, a lot of money will be on England. And in case if England doesn't win this match, the bookies are getting tons of money.
Okay. All right. So how we're going to wrap this up? Why don't we wrap it up by just quickly going through the games that go tomorrow and just to remind us what you guys like, okay? France, Denmark. Natalie.
France, Denmark, both teams to score at 2.25.
That's juicy.
Alex.
Over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.8, so 8-2. That means that if you, in case of 2 goals, it's a void. In case of 3 goals, it's a win.
I like that.
Peru, Australia. Alex.
Peru draw no bet at 1.7.
Peru, Australia. Natalie.
Peru draw no bet 1.79, but I wouldn't put anyone off the Peru win at
Sounds
2.37
good.
for those juicy odds.
Argentina, Nigeria. Natalie.
Argentina, Nigeria. I don't know what.
A lot of people liking Nigeria here.
Nigeria plus 1.25 and both teams to score 1.91.
Okay. Argentina, Nigeria. Alex.
Over 2.5 at 1.75.
Okay, sounds good. Croatia, Iceland. Alex.
Croatia at 2.25.
Great. Croatia, Iceland. Natalie.
Croatia, but I did take Croatia draw no bet.
Sweden, Mexico. Natalie.
Sweden, Mexico, both teams to Mexico draw no bet.
Okay, and Sweden,
Both teams to
Mexico,
score.
both teams to score. Germany, Korea, Alex.
Korea plus 2 on the Asian handicap 1.88.
Nice. Germany, Korea, Natalie.
I think it's a pass for me.
Pass. And Costa Rica, Switzerland, Natalie. We already know.
Switzerland.
Costa Rica, Switzerland. You like Switzerland?
And you guys
as
are
well?
just taking Switzerland and not adding the under.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Brazil, Serbia, Alex.
Banker over 2.5 goals at even money.
And Brazil, Serbia, Natalie Rydstrom.
Over 2.5 goals.
Awesome.
Banker.
Awesome. Bam. Nice way to end the show. And now we will officially end it with a birthday wish for Alex. You're a great guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have too much experience interacting with Europeans, but we've had a great rapport, right? You're an awesome handicapper, right? You're going to have a great life ahead of you, right? And what else?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else should I say,
You're
Jimmy?
mailing this in.
Mailing
You
this
are
one in.
mailing this
I
in.
mean, what can I
I
say?
think this is the last time we're going to see him.
Really?
He's off
On the Low Back
Wednesday.
show,
He's
yeah.
off on Wednesday.
This is my last low back show.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That really does suck.
Yeah.
Now you're feeling it.
Yeah, now I'm feeling it. Yeah, I never met a European guy before, but you're great. I love you, man. You're a great person.
Yeah, I love you too.
And a great handicapper.
Yeah,
Hell of a
thanks so much-
handicapper.
thanks so much for
Happy
joining us,
birthday,
man.
Alex
Thank
from
you,
Europe.
thank you.
Alex from Europe. We love him. And that's it for today's show. Great show. We'll be back at 12 o'clock Eastern time for tomorrow on the Tuesday card. Right, Jim?
Yep.